Training Team, guys. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. Just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to come on and ask questions. If you guys have any questions and you guys need any type of consultation, this is your opportunity for you guys to come on and ask me any question that you guys currently have. So I'll be on here for a little bit, just to give you as people join, or if people want to join into the room, they can do so. While they're doing that, I just wanted to kind of recap on some stuff that we have going here as SoCal Training Team. We are offering still the adult residential initial certification, 35-hour for new administrators. We offer that every month. So if you guys have any questions or need to register for those classes, you can visit our website, socaltrainingteam.com. We're also offering short-term residential therapeutic program for those of you that want to work with children and group homes. So if you guys have any questions or need to take courses or classes in regards to that, and so as you guys formulate your questions, I'll go through. How do you get help with submitting to licensing my program statement of plan of operation for an STRTP? Just send me an email. Just let me know what help you need, and I can help you with that for an STRTP. But before you can submit for your STRTP, you have to have a support letter before you can even submit. How much are your classes? For the initial certification for STRTP, our class is $655. You can visit our website, socaltrainingteam.com, and it'll give you a list of classes there and the dates, and then what you need to do to take the class. Do you have a support letter? Is it LaShawn? Do you have a support letter already from one of the counties, either from probation or Children Family Services? Or are you trying to get that? Oh, my email. Good. Yeah. Email is lsingleton, LSINGLETON at socaltrainingteam.com. Okay, so you'll be submitting your support letter soon. That's good. So that process, just to let you know, the process to open up an STRTP is a very tedious and long process. It's much longer than opening, say, an adult residential facility or elderly facility, or just a standard group home that you run through a regional center. A STRTP is way more intense. So you have to have patience, and you have to have the ability to burn through a little cash on opening up a STRTP. So keep that in mind. Next month, as you guys are asking more questions or as people are entering, next month we will be offering the group home initial certification. So just waiting for it to be approved by the state. Then we'll offer that every single month as well. And at some point, we do want to offer the RCFE, which is the residential care facility for the elderly. What if I have purchased my home and paid it off and want to use the other home for the group home? I mean, yeah, you can use that home. That's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it, as long as it meets the licensing requirements. The most difficult part for the STRTP is getting the support letter. That's the part you have to conquer first. Once you get the support letter, it'll flow a little smoother from there. But until you get that support letter, it's nothing you can do, to be honest with you. Also, where can I locate a nonprofit attorney to help with the legal side of things? I don't have a nonprofit attorney, to be honest with you. If you're talking about um, setting up your to set up your nonprofit organization, I don't. Is that what you're talking about? That's what you need a nonprofit attorney for? I was told it's not possible since it would be considered double paying yourself. Oh, you're talking about for your house. I know I'm all over the place right now, but you're talking about. Let me go back to what you're talking about. So if you get a support letter from one county, do you have to have another? No, you only need one support letter. Doesn't matter who you get your support letter from. You just need a support letter. But good question though. And then for your other question, what if you purchased the home, paid it off, and want to use the other home for the group home? Um, you made a good point wherein it's considered it's double dipping. If the home is in your name, it is. The home has to be in someone else's name or it has to be like under an LLC or something. So there's ways around it. Yes, bless. Welcome. So you started the process, just submitted an application for ARF, and then found out that the regional center doesn't accept experience for more than. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. It has to be within the past 3 years. It can't be older than 3 years. The only way around that is to get the experience. That's the way. There is no way around it. You get the experience, or you hire somebody with the experience. I could take kids from all counties if I only have one support. Yeah, yep, that is correct. Doesn't matter where you get your support letter from for your STRTP. Doesn't matter what county. Your placements are typically going to come from the county that you're in, but you do have the ability to take kids from any county. That's why it doesn't matter where the support letter comes from. You just need one. If you're in LA County, you can get a support letter from San Diego County, Riverside County, Ventura County. Doesn't matter. You just need that support letter. And experience wise, guys, there's no way around experience. You either have it or you don't. LaShawn, I'm not a professional. I'm not going to give you advice on how you put the home in the LLC. You would have to talk to someone that's special. I don't specialize in that. I would have somebody do it for me, to be honest with you. So the answer is I don't know. I couldn't give you an answer of what to do because it's something I don't specialize in. So ask your questions, guys, while I'm on. I'll be on for the next probably like 21 minutes or so. I'll be on till about 11:30. So any questions that you guys have in regards to opening adult residential facilities, group homes, short-term residential therapeutic programs, or elderly facilities. I will answer your questions. I've been in the business for over 23 years, opening, running, operating, partnering on running residential facilities, including all the staff training. So anything social service is my area of specialty. There are some nuances that require law stuff. I don't answer those questions, to be honest with you guys. And if I have a referral for you guys, I'll give you guys a referral. After filing a 501c through a 501c for the nonprofit, what's next for the STRTP? Your support letter. Gotta have you get your corporation set up, you get your support letter, you submit your application to community care licensing along with your program statement, and then you wait. Also, where do we take the administrative certification? You can visit our website. We offer it for the administrative certification, SoCalTrainingTeam.com for STRTP. You go under STRTP ICTP, and then you'll see a schedule of classes that we offer. Yes, bless. You already submitted your name to be the administrator on the ARF application. So that means I need to hire someone before I submit my letter of intent to regional center. Yes. So your name on the yes, bless for the application you submitted to community care licensing. They'll probably clear you through that because they don't really verify experience. To be blunt, they just look and just anticipate that you're submitting the application where the person is experienced already. It's just that when you go to the regional center, that person has to demonstrate that experience, and they do verify it through the regional center. So licensing, you're fine. It's just that when you go to regional center, you have to have that experience available. Great question, though. Keep asking those questions. Usually, I charge for this, guys. I charge for people to sit down with me, so I want you guys to get in all your questions. LaShawn, can we hire someone for the administrative position if I get the STRTP start? Yes, you sure can. You can hire a person that has all the experience, and they would go down as the administrator. So yes, you can. That's what a lot of people do. I prefer, to be honest with you, I prefer you guys get the experience because it's important for you guys to understand and know how the business needs to be ran. So I encourage you guys to get the experience on your own. That way, you know what to look for. Is this the same for STRTP or only for regional center systems? It's the set. The regional center system um, has its own unique set of requirements that you have to qualify for. But for the STRTP, they have their unique set of requirements as well. If you visit the licensing website and you look at the regulations, STRTP has a set of experience that you have to meet in order to do an STRTP. So now you have to be a supervisor for 1 year in the children's services, or is it 2 years? So there's a lot of requirements. I actually did a video. You guys gotta, if you want to find out the exact requirements for STRTP, I did a video on it, and I went through the regulation section of it. Um, and it gives you specific qualifications that you need for each position, from administrator to direct care staff. I can't recall off the top of my head every experience level or requirement that you need. So just go back through my YouTube videos. There's one called STRTP, I think experience or something like that. And it gives in detail the actual regulation that you need in order to meet those requirements. So that way you'll have the accurate. I just want to make sure that because those sometimes the rule changes in there. That's why I go directly to the regulation to ensure that the information that I'm giving you guys is accurate. I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity for that, to have accurate information. So keep the questions coming. Any question you got, I will answer. I want to open it as soon as possible. I want to begin the process of getting the home started, and I don't want the administrator position to be a reason for a setback. Yeah, I agree with you. And one thing you got to realize too is that it's not going to be a quick process. STRTP is one of the slowest processes. I give you minimum 18 months to open up a STRTP. And I'm probably being generous, but I give you minimum 18 months, so a little short of 2 years. So you have a BSW. A BSW works, but it just depends on how much experience you have if you're trying to qualify to be your own administrator. Now, whether you're trying to keep this in mind, guys, whether you're trying to become your own administrator or not, I highly suggest that you guys still go through the class because you're going to need to know this stuff anyway. So go through our class, go through that short-term residential therapeutic program class, and take that 40-hour session. So at least you know what your administrator is supposed to be doing for you. And then at some point, you'll qualify to be your own administrator. You saw the video, but you were hoping there were other options. No, there are no other. The option, the in that video that I talked about, the short-term residential therapeutic program experience, those are, it's dead set on those. And when you submit your application, they're basing it off of those regulations that I reviewed in that video. And some STRTPs take longer than 18 months. We've actually been working on one for almost 2 years now. It's almost done, but we're almost on 2 years. Can you qualify after running the STR for 2 years? Yeah, you can. You can. What if you once you open your STRTP and you're working under that administrator for the whatever year, however many years, the 2 years or so, yeah, you'll qualify to be your own administrator. No problem. I'm trying to give all the free information I can. I know a lot of people are out there and they don't want to give out information, but I'm just trying to take this opportunity to give you guys free information where you don't necessarily have to pay for it. Because I feel like sometimes I can't charge you guys for everything. So this is the opportunity. And believe it or not, enough when I do these lives, as you can see, a lot of people don't come on the lives, but then they want to call my office and ask us tons of questions. And then I say, hey, you want to sit down with me? It's going to cost you. Um, so a lot of people pay to sit down and ask these same questions you guys are asking me right now. Can you add years from previous jobs and working under the administrator? So it has to be within the past 3 years. Yeah. So you can add years of experience from a previous job, but if it doesn't, if it was 10 years ago, it's not going to count. So it has to have that 3 year rule within the past 3 years. So you can go back to what are we in 2024? You can go back what to 2020, 2021. I mean, so you want to keep that in mind. That experience has to be relevant. If you worked in a group home, that experience can be relevant, but it just depends on when it was. Keep the questions coming. All good questions. You guys just have to be patient. You guys just have to be patient with the process, because it's like any business. Any business you want to open, any business you open is going to take time and it's going to take money. It's going to take some resources. So this is like any other business that you want to open, whether you want to open a laundromat, a restaurant, a residential facility business, is going to take time. So first and foremost, should be getting that letter from the county of yep. So yep. So the first thing you want to do is the first thing you want to do is you want to set up. You should have your corporation or your organization in place. Then after that, I'm trying to get my support letter from the county, either from the county I live in or from an outside county. Whoever your county, the county that you excuse me, the county that you live in may not be giving support letters. So if the county you live in is not giving support letters, that means you got to go outside of the county, and no one's opposed to it. You could do that. The requirement for you to get a support letter out of county is for you to submit a program. They'll tell you what you need to submit in order to request that support letter. And then from there, once you get the support letter, then you're going to community care licensing and you're working with licensing to license the home. So I saw on your regional center Alta that sometimes the experience can be waived. Would you happen to know that what experience can be waived? It's up to the regional center. They don't give us details on what will be waived and what will not be waived. That would be you contacting the regional center, and then providing them your experience, a resume. They verify it, and then if they determine that it is close enough to what they deem as qualifying, then they'll give you the waiver. But they rarely, to be honest with they rarely give waivers. Next is certification or hiring someone for the administrator position. Do you have that set up in play? Next is certification. I'm not sure. You got to give me clarification. Certification for administrator. Are you talking about the next is STRTP, initial certification training, or you hire someone? It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. I'm not sure. Licensing should be providing the next steps after they have received our program statement. Yeah, well, what happens is once you get that support letter from the county, that means they're going to give you a contract basically. But that contract is pending you getting licensed by community care licensing. So once you're licensed by community care licensing, you notify that county that you got the support letter from, and you notify the county that you're in as well. And then they'll do a contract with you for placements, if that makes sense. So the your corporation, the support letter, the submit to community care licensing. Licensing goes through their method. They license you. You go back to the county. You provide them the license. They give you a contract, and then you can start taking placements. Yes, bless. You think the process is too long? It is. You already paid mortgage twice, so that's where the impatience comes in. If the process takes 18 months, you have to pay everything for that long. Well, yeah, it's just the cost of doing business. That's the way we look at it, to be honest with you. I know I'm much further along than you guys, but uh, it was no difference when I started a home back in 2001. I paid mortgage. I paid a mortgage for 17 months before I received my first client. So it is a process. So you have to have some type of funding or some way to pay your mortgage in the meantime until you get licensed and vendor and you start taking clients. What I was asking, should we have someone in the administration position before submitting to licensing? Well, in order to submit your application to licensing, you have to have an administrator. You don't. There's no choice. So you have to have a qualifying administrator when you submit your application packet. So whether that's you, or if you don't qualify, you have to have someone that qualifies for that position, and it's going to be based on the licensing regulations. It's going to that qualification. They're going to make sure they meet that minimum qualification. But good question though. Keep them coming. No problem. You're welcome. So just to let you guys know, if you turn on your notifications, I'm not hip with all that, but if you turn on your notifications, you guys will get a notification of before I get ready to go live or when I'm going live. That way you guys can come on and get your questions answered. So if you probably already follow me, obviously you have to be following me on YouTube. But if you turn on your notifications, you'll know when I'm coming on, so that way you can get it ahead of time. So any questions you guys have, just please ask and I will answer your questions. Like I said, for the people that just coming in the room, this is a free consultation session where I answer all your questions in regards to residential facilities, whether it's group homes or adult residential facilities, short-term residential therapeutic programs, and residential care facilities for the elderly. If you guys need help with any paperwork, I can also help you. Sorry, I'm putting my finger all in the camera. If you guys need help with any paperwork, just let me know as well. You guys can send me an email. I'll give you my email one more time. It is LSINGLETON at SoCalTrainingTeam.com. While waiting for licensing to approve the program statement, there is a list of excuse me. There are a list of things that should already be in place. Does any of your classes provide this information? No, a lot of the information while you're waiting for licensing, I mean, the home needs to be set up, but licensing gives you a setup list that you can use to make sure you have everything. It's online. If you just Google community care licensing and you go through short-term residential therapeutic program, it tells you how a facility needs to be set up. So if that's what you're talking about, then they give you a list. It's a list online. Oh, yes. Oh, your notification didn't show right until 11 a.m. Okay. Maybe it's a setting that I need to change so you'll know when I'm coming on ahead of time. Because if the notification doesn't show till 11, yeah, that makes sense. Is there any other classes to take to help us through the process and help with documentation? No, there are no other classes, to be honest with you. I'm in the to be honest with you, I'm in progress of creating some more so not live classes, but online classes that'll kind of help you walk through the process of setting up a short-term residential therapeutic program. So stay tuned for those. I'm going to say within the next 4 or 5 months, I'll go ahead and post them on the website socaltrainingteam.com, so you guys will be able to go through those as far as application process and all that. Also, I watched your other videos on documentation to fill out, but there was some papers that CCO have us fill out that you didn't have on your channel. Can we email me those? And because whatever I didn't post, if you email, I'll create a video on it. So send me an email, the L at the L Singleton, LSINGLETON at SoCalTrainingTeam.com, and I'll make a video on it because there probably are some applications. Maybe it's some new paperwork that I didn't because I did the videos a little while ago. So any forms that you want to see me fill out online, um, any videos you want me to fill out online, I'll fill them out and or do it like kind of like a walkthrough video. Dev, I got a notification 30 minutes before. Okay, so the notification does go out earlier. That's good. The forms were basically on the bank loan information. Oh, you're talking about the LIC, I think 404, the bank. You talking about the bank verification information? Is that what you're talking about? Probably the LIC 401A from licensing. Yeah, I try to help out as much as I can. If you guys need assistance filling out forms, I can help you fill them out. It's not for free, of course, but I can help you guys fill out forms as well. Um, you just let me know what form it is, and I'll fill out forms for some of you guys that want to fill out all your paperwork on your own, and you just need some guidance here and there. I do that as well, but like I said, I don't do it for free, of course, but I can definitely help you through that process. Yeah, LIC 402. LIC 402 is a surety bond, right? If I'm not mistaken. The surety bond form, the surety bond form, did I not I didn't go through that form or I didn't fill it out? Oh, you're saying I think you're saying I didn't fill that form out. The LIC 402, I believe that's the surety bond. I don't have to fill that form out because when you apply for a surety bond, they fill out that form for you. And when they return it back to you, it's filled out. The 401A, that's a supplemental financial information. 401A is, um, it looks complex, but it's really not complex at all. I thought I did that one, but I'll go ahead and and fill out one of those. The surety form you didn't fill out. Yeah. The reason why I didn't fill it out, you don't have to. When you apply for your bond, they're gonna fill it out for you. Yeah. So you don't have to fill that out. The supplemental information, just remember a tip for the supplemental information is that you're using your corporation information. It's not your personal information. So most of those numbers should be zero, if not all of them. No, it's not on your channel. Which one is not on the channel? The 401A? Is it the 401A supplemental that's not on the channel? Let me know. Because maybe I didn't do that one. 154C. I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head. Okay, the 401A is not there. Okay, I'll do the 401A. 401A. I'm just making a note to myself. So I'll make a video on the 401A. That's the supplemental financial. So I'll do that one. The surety bond is the 402. There's nothing to that form, so that's why I didn't do a video on it. But I could do a video just explaining that when you get to that portion, there's nothing on it, just for clarification purposes. So we'll take a look. I'll take a look at that as well, even the surety bond one. But typically for the surety bond, the surety company fills out the surety bond information and they fill out that form for you. And so all you do is attach it to your licensing application. Where should we be establishing our nonprofit organization? And I understand there's a process there, but it should not be done before submitting to the county. Yes. Yeah, your corporation should already be set up before submitting to the county. I help people set up nonprofits if you guys need help with that as well. Information is on our website. And to let you guys know, it takes a little time to set up a nonprofit because the initial setup of a nonprofit is quick as far as the article of incorporations, the EIN number, and all that stuff. But when you apply for the federal 501c3 status, that can take a few months to get them approve it. And then after they approve that portion, you go to the state, and then the state could take a few months to approve it. Getting that is like getting a business loan. Yes, it is. It sure is. Yep. So whatever you need help with, just like I said, shoot me an email and I can help you guys out with that. I can help you set up LLCs, corporations, nonprofits. Been doing them for a long time. I set up quite a few nonprofits for people, as well as, I know this is a lot. I set up quite a few non corporations for people, so I have experience doing that as well. Set it up in house for you guys. Comes in a nice little binder and it's very professional. I do all your bylaws, everything. It is a lot of info. This is a lot. This is, yeah, it's a lot of information. It can become overwhelming. Um, I make it look easy or sound easy because you guys got to realize I've been doing it over 23 years. So for me, I deal with it day in, day out. I do it for a living. So the process is a little bit easier for me. Um, it's not a cheap process to go through. I'm not going to say I can save you a lot of money doing it, but um, you're not paying for the amount of time that it takes me to do your work. You're paying me for my knowledge, really, at the end of the day. Yep. Send me emails, any questions you got, and I will be glad to answer them. I appreciate you guys, and my time is about up, so I'm going to get off because I got to get to a meeting, or should I say, my next meeting. So I will try to. I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow again. If you guys have questions, what's the number to the office? Number to my office is 909-466-9973. Deb, do you need a LLC or a nonprofit for transitional housing? Yeah, you need a nonprofit. Let me see what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, you do need a nonprofit. So any more questions that you guys have, go ahead and send me your message. Send me an email at lsingleton, LSINGLETON at SoCalTrainingTeam.com. And then my office number is 909-466-9973. Not to say that when you call my office, I'm going to answer the phone. I'm not going to answer my phone. I have staff that do that. And will you be able to talk to me? Probably not. Just I'm just so busy. I can't answer everyone's call. So that's why I come on here to give you guys the opportunity to have an opportunity to speak with me and pick my brain. I have so much going on, so many different projects going on. I really don't have time uh, to to sit down with people. Uh, so not to say I'm opposed to it, but I just really don't have the time. But so next time I'm on. I'll put up a notification probably an hour in advance, so that way you guys will get the notification. And then so write down your questions. So I know this gave you guys a lot to think about. So start writing down your questions, and as you come in here, you guys can ask me your questions or be prepared to, and that way we could be even more productive than we were today because it is a lot of information, and so be patient with the process and eventually you will hit your goal. So, all right, guys, I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me. All right, bye.